guys and girls, and welcome back to a new video today. This video is my match preview for Mansfield Town versus Tranmere at Field Mill this coming Saturday on the 30th of October 2021, 3 o'clock League 2 fixture. Huge game for Tranmere. Can Tranmere get back to winning ways with the defeat that we did get beat last weekend against Northampton Town, which was 2-0 at home, and Mansfield got beat 2-1 away from home against Exeter City with a 2-1 defeat. So I do think this game will be a tough game, but I do think Tranmere can do the edge and get the 3 points this coming Saturday, which I think will be fantastic if we can win this game. So obviously with a few injuries that Tranmere have, Josh Hawkes will be out for this game because he is injured and he possibly could be back the week after next. So that would be fantastic for Tranmere fans to see him back in the team because he's one of our best players. So going into Mansfield have only won 2 games out of their last 14 games, which is basically from the start of the season. They've only won 2 games. And Tranmere are 8th in the league, and Mansfield are 23rd. So I do think this game will be a tricky game, as like I've said, but I think we can do the job as well. So obviously, Mansfield Town's manager is Nigel Clough, who used to be at Burton Albion, and he done really well there. But when Tranmere played Burton when he was there, Tranmere did win 2-1, which was fantastic, and we did get the 3 points. Obviously, the likes of Ollie Banks scored and Stephen Payne scored for us. But the last time we played Mansfield at Mansfield last season, it was a 0-0 draw, first game of the season, and the likes of James Vaughan was playing for us then, and he was a great player for us. So the manager for them is obviously Nigel Clough. They've got some decent players in Nathan Bishop is the goalkeeper, and obviously he's on loan at Manchester United. They've got Ollie Clark, who is their captain, who is a midfielder, and they've got Oliver Hawkins, who used to play for Ipswich Town, and he's done really well there last season at Ipswich, and Oliver Hawkins did score their last goal when they played Exeter when they got beat 2-1 away from home. So going into Tranmere's team, Tranmere have got some good players in their squad with the likes of Calvin Manaman, Tom Davis, Peter Clark, and all that. But I do expect Tranmere to win the game on Saturday with a comfortable win. So obviously, I'm going to go for a big result. I think it will be a big result in my eyes, but it's going to be difficult, really difficult, because they could get their 3rd win of the season, which would be fantastic for them, for Mansfield. And this is a game that I've never been to Mansfield Stadium, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what that's going to be like. And obviously I'm looking forward to going around the stadium, so hopefully when I get there I'll probably be there early enough so I can see what the ground's like. So, and then obviously with Tranmere, we did get beat by Northampton. We didn't really play well. We didn't create much in the second half. We were shit in my eyes. But this is my opinion, and I think everyone would agree with me. We didn't perform well. We didn't create much. We weren't tactical enough, and we need to develop and be a better team in the next game, which is this Saturday, which I'm expecting a few great goals for Tranmere. If we can get a few goals, which would be fantastic, obviously to keep us in hunt for a playoff position, possibly top 3. But obviously, I'll be thinking I shouldn't be talking about that just as yet because we're only in October. So I'm going to be talking about my team news for this game. I'm probably going to say Ross Duran in goal because Ross didn't really have a great game last weekend because he did give a penalty away. But I do think he will be in goal. I'll probably say Cogley as our right back with Tom Davis and Peter Clark as our captain, and our left back, I'm going to say Chris Merry. I think Chris Merry is a great player. He's been fantastic for us since he's played for us. Obviously, he just has not been given the chance. But I do think players will be given the chance in this game on Saturday. So I'm going to say Chris Merry as our left back. So I'm going to have 3 in midfield. I'm going to have Spearing in the midfield, in the centre of the midfield, with Spearing as the CDM. On the other side, I'm going to have Sam Foley. Sam Foley has been okay for us this season, but the chances he's had, he should have had a few goals by now. But he just can't hit the ball in the net. So I'm going to say him on one side, and I'm going to say Kieran Morris on the other side. And then up front, I'm going to have, in the front 3, I'm going to have Callum McManaman. I think Callum McManaman's a great player, and he's got everything. This is going to shock you for the next one. For the strikers, for the main striker, I'm going to say Nicky Maynard, because Elliot Nevitt's played a load of games this season, and I think he will want a break. But I do think, because I think Nicky Maynard used to play for Mansfield a few seasons back, so I think he will start. And on the left, I'm going to go for Liam Feeney. So can Tranmere Rovers get their second away win of the season, which would be fantastic, away from home? So I will be saying my prediction. I'm going to say 3-1 Tranmere. Goals for Mansfield, I'm going to say Oliver Hawkins. For Tranmere Rovers, I'm going to say Kieran Morris, Carl McManaman, and I think Kieran Morris will score 2 goals. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, this preview for the game this coming Saturday. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Up the Whites. Come on, you boys. Super White Army.
I like Duncan's YouTube channel, it's brilliant.